Hello, my friend. How are you doing? As always, I hope you are doing great. And as always, I really get to appreciate our time together. I know there is so much out there. There is so much content out there in the internet. So I really cherish our time together. Good. Let's dive in, my friend. And today we are talking about today is the 6 steps wellness business roadmap. Your journey begins here. Okay. This is the title of my blog post. You can find the link in the description of this video. You might be reading my blog and you might have find this video there. And this is the thing that I'm talking about today. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I know many of you feel a little bit confused or feel that they don't know where to start or where to go during your wellness business journey or your yoga business journey. Okay, so this video is for you. And of course, all of the notes for this video and all of the links and resources, you can find them at yogabizmentor.com. You will find the tab for blog, and under that tab, you will find the blog with this title, a 6-step wellness business roadmap. Your journey begins here. All right. So let's dive in, but actually, before we dive in into today's video, I like to put a little bit of a disclaimer, all right? And this disclaimer is that for like anything significant and like anything worth it in life, running a business, creating a business, growing a business, it's not easy, okay? It's something that takes time, commitment, and consistency. Of course, it's much more difficult if you don't look for help and you don't look for support. If you do everything by yourself, or if you try to do everything by yourself and try to figure out things on your own, this will make it everything even more difficult. So if this is your case, if you are the kind of person, the same person that I was a few years ago, like a little bit of a person who is like, I can do this, I can do this on my own, I don't need the help from any mentor, from any coach, I'm able to figure things out, you'll soon realize that actually having help from someone that is a few steps ahead of you in your journey, someone that can take you where you want to go, this can be an invaluable resource. It's going to help you save time and money. Now, having said that, I also know that nowadays you can find in the internet a lot of coaches, you can find a lot of business gurus in the internet who will tell you things like, do this to build a six-figure business in less than 1 year. Or things like, this is the exact process that you will need to do, of this is my trick to earning 5,000 euro every month. Or do this to create a completely predictable business. Okay? All of these messages sell very well. And the reason they sell very well, it's because we don't like uncertainty. Especially as business owners, we want our business to do good and we want to know that we are going in the right directions and we want to have that constant flow of clients. But if there is something that I can tell you, is that even the most successful businesses in the world, they do deal with uncertainty. And it's very sexy to sell the message that, if you do this or if you do that, if you buy my program, you will be able to have consistent 10K months for the rest of your life. Okay, that sells very well. But let me tell you this, it is possible. But first of all, it requires work, consistency, and commitment. And even so, even though you put all of that work, consistency, and commitment, no one can guarantee you that that thing is going to happen, you know? And I know this is not perhaps it's not that it's not a positive message, because I want you to take it in a positive way. What I want to let you know is that it's really important that if you're going to start a business, or if you are in a business journey, to understand and to know that uncertainty is something we need to navigate with. It's something we need to learn to make peace with and to navigate with. Okay? Okay, now that I put all of this out of my chest, I hope this is a message that you find helpful for you. If so, please let me know in the comments. I'm always super happy and grateful to hear from you. So now that I have said this, what we're gonna see next is this 6-step journey. Okay, and this 6-step journey, it's simply a structure. But like anything in life, every business, it's like it has a different DNA. Every business is different from one another, because a business usually it has to fit with the business owner's lifestyle, preferences, and so many other things. But having said that, the 6 steps that I'm sharing with you today are 6 steps that I'm sure those are 6 steps that you would have to think about them along the journey. So let's dive in and let's see one step after the other. And of course, the first step is your business idea. And as I said, this depends and fluctuates depending on the person. It's very different from one person to the next one, depending on the lifestyle that you want to have. Some of you might want to have more online business, might be more interested into that. Some of you may be more interested into in-person businesses. Some of you might like a combination of both. This is my case. I love working with a combination of online and in person. It's a hybrid business model. Okay. Online allows me to travel the world. Online allows me to have freedom to reach clients from anywhere in the world from my own home. In person allows me to be with that person, allows me to be with you in person in some place. And I really, really love working in person and being in person. So I like a combination of both. For you might be different. So something really important and interesting, something important for you to understand here is, what are your goals as a business? What is your experience? What is your expertise? What do you want to bring to the world? And I don't want to dive in a lot into this step, because I already wrote a blog, and you can find the link in this blog post. In the description of this video, you will have the blog post, and you will find under point number 1, step number 1, your business idea. In the end, if you are at the state of this journey, you might want to check this blog post, and you have a link there which is specific for this part of your journey. Now, let's go to the second step. And the second step is your ideal client. And yes, I laugh because I've talked about this many times. I've talked about this again and again, and I never get tired of this. This is the thing that changed my business from not selling to selling high ticket programs worth thousands of euros. Okay, having a niche, understanding who your ideal client is, and understanding what are their desires, what are their goals, and what do they want in life. Okay, this is super important. Having a niche, focusing on one single niche, and this is your ideal client. There is so much that we can talk about this, but again, I don't want to dive into this a lot because I do have other resources and links that I'm going to leave in my blog post, and you can dive more into those if this is something that you need to work on. So please do not hesitate to go there and check that out. All right, let's go to the third step, and the third step it's about community. Okay, and community it's about once you have in mind your ideal client and you know about their psychographics, so the things that they desire, the things that they are looking for in life, what are those motivations that they have. The idea is to create a community with similar individuals that they share psychographics. And so that community, it's important. Creating a community, it's important because it's going to allow you for other people to connect with you and to create a space where you're going to be able to share not only your content, but also your paid offerings. So super important and cannot skip that. Having a community, this could be, again, this could be online, this could be in person, depending on your business. And let's go into the fourth step. All right, so once you have that community, you need to have a communication channel with them. And while the previous step, it's more about if you are, let's say, if you are trying to create a community or you create a community on YouTube or an Instagram channel or a blog, this step here, fourth step, it's about the way you communicate with them. And of course, you may have those communication channels, which are social media, but I also urge you to have an email list as your main communication channel. And let me tell you this, the moment I am recording this video, I'm going to time stamp this because it's the 5th of March of 2024 and it's it's 10 to 6 p.m. Here in Spain. And I'm going to tell you this, I was going to do a Facebook Live in my community, which I go every week. And it turns out that Instagram and Facebook are down. They are not working right now. And I don't know how long it's going to take to fix them. I don't know if they will ever going to come back. Of course they will, but you get what I mean. Social media, I talked about this before, they are not reliable. They are not a channel that you're gonna put all of your effort in. Of course, they are important, but they're gonna point people to your business. Okay, and so this is where email marketing comes as one of the really important cornerstones in your business. So your communication channels are really important, and amongst those communication channels, you need to know an email list. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't have an email list, please check the blog because you have links and resources to my favorite email service provider, which is ConvertKit, and you also have links to opening a free account that will allow you to have up to 1,000 subscribers. All right, let's move on. What is the 5th step in this journey? And the 5th step in this journey, it's your paid offering. Of course, we are not doing all of this for free. We do something for free, which is basically our marketing. We put content out there for people to get to know, like, and trust us. This is exactly what you do in order to grow your community. It's through free content, okay? But of course, doing only free content is not sustainable unless you are rich and you don't have to work, okay? If that is your case, feel free to put free content out there and don't think about paid offerings. But if you are an entrepreneur and you want to make money out of your passion and you want to make an income, it's very important to think about your paid offerings. And here, of course, my advice is um, to have a little of combination of low, medium, and high ticket programs. I think the best thing to do is to have at least one of those, one low ticket program, one mid ticket program, and one high ticket program. And it's super important that they somehow build into each other. So that means that if I have a low ticket program, the next natural step for someone who takes that low ticket program with me, it's to move to the mid ticket program and so on. Okay. So your paid offerings, this is something really interesting. For some of you might be services, for some of you might be products. What is your business about? What are you selling? You need to think about your paid offerings. How are you going to sell them? Are you going to need um, any kind of platforms? Are you going to need any kind of software? What is the pricing that you're going to set up for your offerings? All of these are questions that you need to think about. And finally, the sixth step is your sales process. And your sales process, of course, it depends on the type of product that you have, on the type of service that you have. But because I work a lot with yoga and wellness practitioners, I work a lot with retreat leaders, I know that some of your offerings are retreats. And or sometimes you may also have some sort of coaching program. Okay, so if that is the case, if you have a medium high ticket program, one of the ideas that I would like you to implement, it's the idea of implementing sales calls in your as a part of your business, having sales calls. I know some of you will be terrified about the idea of having sales calls. Sometimes we can call them also discovery calls. We can call them consultations. Okay, sales calls is a process by which you get to know someone who might be interested into your services, and you get to connect with the person one-on-one. Usually, this is something that you would offer for free, 30 to 40 minutes free consultation call. See if you are a match, see if that person could be a good match for your program, for your retreat, and then conduct that sales consultation, that sales process that will allow you to sell your mid to high ticket program. All right, my friend, this is everything that I wanted to share with you today. Again, in yogabizmentor.com, under the tab of blog, you can find all of the links and all of the resources for today's video. This blog post is called a 6-step wellness business roadmap. Your journey begins here. And you may need to scroll down into the tab of blogs in yogabizmentor.com if you're watching this. I don't know when you're going to be watching this, but it's recorded in May 2024. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you soon. My friend, feel free to reach out if you find this helpful. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing from you. DM me. You know, you can find me everywhere, Yoga Biz Mentor. And yeah, it's my pleasure to be here with you. So take care and talk to you soon. Bye bye.